I just seen my dummy real quick. Man, I hope everybody feeling good and shit. All right, so I just had to post a Lord John on my TikTok, right? And I was just thinking about some shit, right? Now, what I was saying, now I know I have more than an understanding than like a lot of people do as far as like a lot of stuff that's taking place on the planet and stuff like that. Like I know I do, right? But y'all know I have empathy and compassion for everybody, and I just posted a little clip of it on my TikTok just now. But what I'm gonna say is like I'm not. I'm just gonna get it right into it, and I'm just gonna say it briefly. I'm not gonna be on here that long, y'all. I am so annoyed by white people. I'm not even gonna lie, and I know they ain't the. I know that they the lead of the complex cell organism as far as like anybody with animal DNA. Like they the top one of unnatural people and shit. Even though it's other unnatural races and shit like that. But I'm annoyed by them. But me thinking about it more, this is what I think it is, y'all. This is what I think it is also, because it's a lot of things. But it is that I know a lot about them in which they don't want to admit. It makes me like not like them that much more. You know what I'm saying? Because of who I am and it being connected to me and just being wrong altogether, right? But then it's like I'm gonna tell you what it stems from too, yo. What it stems from also is like you got to realize like as far as this system, even if you didn't know that this system has been designed completely against us, right? Like everything of you supposed to fit like the best way in it as far as like what you would look like and stuff. It diminishes you from you being a natural being, like down to your T, right? So I'm gonna say from even from a black male standpoint, right? Like you like how like you got to cut all your hair off and shit. What's the clean cut? It's supposed to be a yeah, that was dummy and shit. But I'm on this live real quick. But you know how it's supposed to be like you got to cut your face. You feel me? You're not supposed to have long hair really at all. You know what I'm saying? Like your facial hair, barely like a mustache. You got to be trimmed up nice. Anything, even if it's trimmed up nice, but it's like out and stuff like that's not considered professional. You know what I'm saying? Because you notice how like the most professional for a man is to strip you down to damn near like a naked mole rat. Like you're not yourself. You feel me? Now, another reason why I don't like it is because I remember we was never talking. As soon as we started talking, that started lowering our vibration. We never spoke. We communicated telepathically, right? Like this isn't a conspiracy theory or anything. This is facts. Like we was never talking. Like that's why even like spelling and stuff, all that's like curses and stuff, because we was never that was never associated with us, right? So another thing that pisses me off, even from that throws me off, makes me like really not like them, is because like we're talking now, right? But what I don't like about what is the reason all of this is in cahoots of like me being annoyed by them when they be speaking. That's what all I'm saying. It's all in the same category, like reasons why and stuff. All right, so along with like the professional speaking and stuff, another reason why like you know what I mean? And shout out my human beings to be on my shit, but I'm just being honest with y'all. Y'all know like I'm not gonna, lie about y'all from a collective majority standpoint and how I feel about y'all, right? And the shit that y'all run away from and shit. So another thing that I don't like about y'all is like because of me knowing how all this shit is set up and what's real and what's fake. And again, like I know we was never supposed to be talking, that lowered our frequency, all of that, right? And stuff like that. Another thing that pisses me off is like that it's like a certain way of speaking that's like professional, in which like white people be speaking and then they be having us speak like that, right? You ever see like a black person speaking so professional where it's like I'm not even saying they got to come from the hood, but you like they don't speak like that, or it just seem like it don't even match them, or even you yourself when you speak extra professional. You feel me? And I'm not even saying just from a standpoint, if you're aware or not, that we was never talking before, but just like that professional way of speaking, that so-called like, well, if we want to be stereotypical, known as like talking white, you feel me? Like that shit is annoying as shit. Like it's annoying as shit, and that's how like regular like white people be talking. You feel me? Like that shit is annoying as hell. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. I'm not even trying to annoying as hell though. Like the way y'all be talking, that shit is annoying. That shit is annoying as hell. And it's like y'all and you know what y'all do? Y'all turn up the professionalism in which how y'all speak in that way. You know what I mean? When y'all uncomfortable, that's when y'all overcompensate the most. So like say like if you like a black person, like you see like a black person speak on like these things and stuff, when y'all feel uncomfortable, You feel me? Like y'all talk more about y'all trips. Y'all talk like business more. Like y'all might not even be talking about none of that shit. You know what I mean? Cause y'all conversations be so soulless. It be so soulless. Like it's like no like meaning to it. It's no life in it. You feel me? I'm not even trying to be funny. Black people, we know this as a collective from y'all conversations. Like, but we just don't know why because we be thinking that y'all at least have y'all natural and shit, and y'all not. You feel me? But no, that should be very annoying though, y'all. That's why I had to get on here and speak that. Like I told y'all, however I feel, regardless of how anybody feels that would view my video on the internet, regardless of how you feel, I'm always gonna speak how I feel. I'm not gonna not speak how I feel just because I'm scared of offending anybody. I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna speak how I feel. So yeah, like, y'all, that's some of the things that I haven't even read not one of the comments since I've been speaking on here so far, and as they're coming, you know what I mean? Because I didn't get on here to read the comments. I came on here to just state all the stuff that I stated, and let me see if I stated all of it from the angles. Yeah, so those are like the angles of it. But yeah, y'all, like the professionalism and stuff like that. That shit is so annoying. And oh yeah, that's my reason why I mainly came off here, not just to point that out, but from the standpoint of pointing that out to say we might as well go ahead and do what's already and shit, right? We might as well separate because the sun is separating us from y'all by the day. You feel me? Whether y'all realize it or not, the sun is already doing it because the fate has already been sealed as far as the lack of awareness that we have and how much more we would drive ourselves insane off of trying to combat something that we can stop literally using zero energy. You know what I mean? For real, for real. If we wanted to, you feel me? But the separation and division amongst us, it's a lot of us that wouldn't want to be on that same accord. So, and Mother Nature knows that. Our brothers and sisters know that. That's why, the energy is on the planet right now, forcing all this truth to come out that nobody can stop. You feel me? So, it's happening regardless. You feel me? But, regardless of how anybody, like, y'all don't gotta like the way I'm delivering it. Y'all don't gotta like that I'm happy about it. You can think I'm lying. You can think whatever you want to think. That sun, that gas giant in the sky ain't playing with nobody. Ain't playing with nobody. It hasn't been playing with nobody for a while too. You feel me? Ever since 2020. But watch how that sun turn up even more going forward, y'all. You feel me? And the reason why the sun is separating me from y'all is because y'all don't have appreciation for me. That's y'all biggest problem. If y'all don't have appreciation for me, how could you ever have appreciation or even lie to me as if you do? You have appreciation for the planet. You don't even got appreciation for the people that is the planet. You feel me? Come on now. Mother Nature's like, I gotta get you the fuck out of here for that. For that reason alone, you got to go. And I'm just glad that she's going about it like that, because it's about fucking time, y'all. You feel me? That's why it don't matter what I'm going through financially and shit. I don't give a fuck about this shit, because I know that my power don't come from that fucking money. You feel me? That's abuse. And the only reason why it's even able to stay the fuck up is because my people, there's some of us that don't know what the fuck they in, and they giving they mind, time, power, energy all in that shit. Even when it's becoming more clear what the fuck is happening and the abuse that we under by the day. You feel me? So nah, yeah, y'all. This shit's real. You know what I'm saying? This is real. So like I said, y'all, like I didn't acknowledge nobody in the comments yet or read any of those comments because it doesn't matter. My main thing was to get on this message because I know a lot of people that are in my comments as my shit has been growing, they sent as distractions, whether literally directly or they just being used and they not aware of it. They not gonna stop me from getting my message out. So like I told y'all, you get what I'm saying? That professional way, I explained it from the angles and shit. That shit is annoying as shit. Like I said, we was never talking. That whole professional way of speaking, it's a whole uncomfortable frequency to start with, because that's why they use it in the same manner as far as turning it up. You feel me? About all the stuff that's not real, and in cahoots of their emotions and how good it makes them feel when they feel the total opposite about us speaking who we are without that shit. You feel me? Real shit. That's why they get like that. I'm telling y'all, no lies, man. No lies. I'm in straight survival. I I had so much. I forgot to tell y'all. Last night, I woke up like 3 separate times. Right? I had 3 separate dreams about the dollar crashing, about the money crashing, y'all. No bullshit, like back to back. It's so crazy that I couldn't even remember, but it was so much shit that was happening while it was crashing and shit, y'all. And I'm gonna start writing my dreams down again, but let me tell y'all how my spirit is, right? And it used to be just physical. I'm not gonna lie, right? But I got the type of spirit where it's like the more pain I'm in, I'm gonna go out. I'm gonna go out with truth. You know what I'm saying? Or dismantling what is known as truth. You know, therefore to be fake. You feel me? Like the more pain I'm in, right? I'm one of those warriors that we know of that I will go out in pain. You feel me? No bullshit. I will go out in pain because my spirit is just that strong, and I already been broken down, and the worst shit happening to me. You feel me, y'all? So, like I said, I'm thinking if I should start reading the comments right now, or if I said everything. I'm gonna read them after I say everything I need to say. But y'all gotta come with me because I gotta take a piss real quick. But yeah, you feel me though, y'all? So yeah, nah, really listen to what I'm saying though, y'all. Like this shit is real. I wonder. No, I know other black people be feeling like me on that tip. I know that, cause that should be so annoying. You feel me? And then we gotta talk like that to keep our jobs and stuff. Like we gotta act like them and shit. And it'd be funny as shit because when people be dealing with us, it'd be funny as shit when we deal with us when we gotta act like that. And then we start talking normal and shit because we dealing with us, and we know that we gotta act like that and shit. It'd be funny as hell. That'd be the funniest shit because reality set in always when we deal with us, right? Because we know what we deal with, and we know what other people be trying to act like we don't deal with. You feel me? Like that should be crazy as hell, y'all. When I tell y'all that this whole shit has been like a movie, like I'm honored to be black though, regardless. But I know that this the last of this shit, so it's gonna get spooky and real crazy. The last of me being black, this shit that's been set up against me. You know what I mean? And I'm all here for it. That's all I can say. You feel me? I'm all here for that shit. Like I know I chose to come here right now. Me fun. Hey, peace, goddess. How you feeling today? Smile. You natural. You organic. You know, for Latino and black, it's good.
Grooming.
Are you grooming?
No.
Copy?
No. Stella.
Oh, okay.
Es una grooming.
Maybe. Oh, it's a woman. Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah. Wait. Yeah, I love my goddesses, man. You gotta love your organic people and stuff. I had to big up her spirit for a moment because she was sad. I'm like, because I always hear she been smiling, but you know why? Because her at work and her sister, you know what I mean? It's getting to us, it hit us organic people different even when we're doing it. Because something in our spirit and our soul lets us know like we shouldn't be doing this, so we don't gotta do this, you know what I'm saying? But a lot of us feel like we gotta do this because of the division amongst us, you feel me? So we keep doing it, you know what I mean? But they love me though. They love me though, you feel me? I'm telling y'all, regardless, I'm on here, he's black man. And, you see, we understood. We both said it to each other at the same time, recognizing each other as black men. Like just now, a person I just walked by, like a lot of us understand this assignment, y'all. And I feel like a lot of us are realizing too, going forward, that the main thing that we got to do is dismantle this shit with truth. You know, ain't nothing more important than that, especially when it's around children. Ain't nothing more important than that, because now we seeing that it's not even just about us, it's about children, y'all. You know, and I like how like everybody's starting to see everybody for how dangerous they are, even if they don't look at themselves like that. Because again, I'll keep saying it, like if 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 you're gonna want a system to stay up, that unhinged, diabolical, inhumane stuff is being done to children within the system so bad, you're basically saying that you want all this stuff to happen to children, you know? And enjoy the rest of your day, God. Peace, power, abundance, reflection. You get what I'm saying? And I know as the sun finishes separating us, a lot of us are gonna see the damage in which we've been capitulating in. You know, regardless of feeling like we was power, or it was power in those moments. That's why it's happening, y'all. But I love y'all though. Like I shout out to my human beings that be on my shit. I promise y'all, like I'm not trying to enjoy the rest of your day. God is peace, power, abundance your way. I'm not saying that like I'm not saying by this to say like I hate unnatural people or anything like that. What I'm saying of my I'm saying it's annoying to me. It's a it's used in a way of all of it's used in a way of like blocking truth. You feel me? That's why it's annoying to me. That's why I don't like it. You feel me? Not even just the fact that we was never talking, but it don't fit with us even if we was to be talking. Put it like that. That's not how we would normally be talking. We wouldn't have known of what we know today as like professionalism, like that way of speaking, right? What we know as professionalism, like the way you talk when you go on an interview, how you gonna talk to the manager, how you gonna shake that person's hand, you know? How anything else not talking within that manner is like damn near unacceptable. I don't care how well you present yourself dressed, you might not get the job if you're not speaking that well, right? Like the damage that's behind it, you know? So that's in which like me explaining all this, me breaking those points down to y'all, you know, in relation to us not even speaking off. So, you know, I pointed it out how I did in the way I did because it's like, I don't want to make it seem like it's just because of us not talking of why I'm so annoyed by it. You know what I'm saying? I'm annoyed by it because it's like, it's annoying. And I know y'all know what the fuck I'm talking about. Y'all know what the fuck I'm talking about. That's why y'all on here fucking with me. Y'all know what the fuck y'all know how annoying that shit is. You know, even when you be having to answer like a phone, you know how everything is like, well, now everything is like auto machine and shit like that, right? But for when some people do answer the phone, and you know how you got to answer the phone professional and shit, right? Y'all know that should be annoying as hell. Sometimes you be like, just talk regular. How are you doing today? Yes. Like it's so called professional how they look at it. That should be like it's not even real. Like it's fake. It's not even real. But why does it feel like that though? Because again, not only do we don't be speaking, but we wouldn't know any way of speaking of that manner, what we know as professional speaking, if it wasn't for us having to have jobs and monetary wise for it to be like connected to like customer service and stuff like that. We wouldn't be speaking like that, y'all. But it's so crazy, like even within that way of speaking and shit, y'all, we took on that way of speaking in like regular life. Or all damn near to look at any way of not speaking like that is damn near ignorance. Even if you're not so-called using slang. You know what I'm saying? Like what's professional in like the work world or to get a job or while you're at work branched over to the regular way in which we talk to each other as if like we not even black at that point. You feel me? So that's basically what I'm saying when I'm breaking it down, explaining it and stuff like that. Like, so all of this is probably why it annoys me like shit. Like I've been in interviews where I got in jobs where it's like, cause I can speak really well. I'm pretty sure y'all know that. Like I can speak very, very well in that way that I'm annoyed of speaking like I'm talking about. Right? So, and me coming from where I come from, right? Not to sound ignorant as hell or anything like that, but me coming from Baltimore City, it's like, obviously it's the far from that way of speaking, right? The terminology, like everything is different. But like that shit hit me so wild because you don't know how much I had to like damn near groom myself to even be able to speak in such a manner of what I'm telling y'all as like that professionalism way of speaking that annoys the fuck out of me so much. Like it just annoys me. Like it annoys me and shit. Like I literally be getting angry when I hear people speak like that. I just want to get away from them. I'm not even gonna lie. Like, it's, I guess I'm too pro-black. I swear, I might be too pro-black. I might be, and it ain't nothing wrong with it either, y'all. You feel me? And that's the point that we got to get to from a black species standpoint. Like, it ain't wrong for loving on us or your brother and sister in public, regardless of how it makes people feel. That's not us, even if it makes us mad, right? You feel me? Like, all of this, like, it's really in a way. Y'all know I love y'all. Now I'm gonna read some of these comments. I'm gonna start going down some of these comments. Yeah. Shout out Super Bricks. Shout out NT. Guys, that's on the line. But I will say this: I'm not gonna read this out loud, right? But I will say this though. NT 10606. I wish that I was the type that, and I'm saying this because I used to be a Christian, right? But I know how that book is perceived from like the masses and really what that book really means and the entities around it, like really what's down to the T, like how it should be discerned because of what it really is, right? I don't be going to people's pages that's Christians or supporting religion, right? I don't go on people's pages while they're live that's on religion and be like, genetics is more important than this. Even with me knowing it, right? Or knowing that genetics is first around, you know, a lot, right? Like, I don't go what truth really is and what's what. Like, I don't go on people's pages that's talking separate, whether they're aware of it or I feel like they just don't believe that. And, so like that says a lot that y'all got to keep coming to my page with that religion stuff, it says a lot. And some of y'all be the same people too, you know what I mean? Naya. Shout out Naya. Shout out. I'm gonna try to read as much as I can of these jumps, y'all, but I'm not. Hold up. Shout out Augur. Shout out Chloe. Shout out Mom. I don't know if that's my mom. If you made another page, I don't know, but if it is. Oh, Starboy tonight. Love you all. Hey, likewise, bro. Likewise. You already know. It's our time right now. Shout out Psycho. You get what I'm saying? Wish you well, bro. Shout out Beastly Beast. It's very powerful that y'all observe me. You feel me? I'm gonna be honest with y'all. But I just hope that y'all observe me as my anatomy change all the way. That's when you really need to observe me. When my anatomy finish all the way. Shit. Shout out Bonju. Shout out Carl. You said always look them in the eye. You already know. Slim. You said do your black girl accent. You funny as shit. Marcus Religion. Shout out Khabib. You said where I'm from? I'm from Baltimore City. Kendra Thompson, Nazee Bahamas. You from the Bahamas? Hey, shout out the Bahamas, yo. Shout out the Bahamas. Hey, I know them radiation levels in the Bahamas is probably crazy right now. Hey, shout out Croissant. Shout out all y'all, man. You get what I'm saying? Shout out all y'all. Shout out Pina. Shout out Jim. Shout out Benzo. Shout out all y'all. You feel me? Peace, power, abundance to y'all, man. I hope y'all getting this shit as I am. You feel me? And I don't mean this on a disrespectful note, but I hope you're neuromelanated. Respectfully saying, you feel me? Respectfully saying, I swear to God, I hope you're neuromelanated because I am. You feel me? That's all I'm gonna say to that. For real, for real. Because I'm gonna say this: this monetary system can't do nothing with my genetics. I'm gonna have them same jumps regardless, because I come from a black woman. You feel me? So I'm proud of that. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not gonna look. You know what I'm saying? Y'all gonna come in the restroom and rip me real quick, real quick. But y'all feel me though? I hope y'all feel me. If y'all don't, it's cool. But I feel myself. And one thing that's important, y'all, and I'm gonna tell y'all, one thing that's important, and this is people's problems with the world, right? I said in my piece and everything, so I'll rap with y'all a little bit about how the professionalism, the voice, and everything. I explained it from all the angles. I'm done with that. But one thing that y'all gotta know, right, is this: never think about yourself what other people think of you, especially if it's not progressive or positive. You feel me? Like for real, for real. Be strong enough to examine yourself for stuff that you need to change. Challenge yourself, of course, all of that. But don't, like, if somebody thinks something of you negative, and you can tell your discernment as it gets stronger over time, you can tell like it's coming from a self-inflicted standpoint of projection, or how can I say it, like attached feelings and stuff like that. Any stuff that's in that category and stuff, you can't let that stuff penetrate your biofield. Like, I don't let that stuff penetrate my biofield, yo. You get what I'm saying? That's one of the things a lot of this world needs to know, to be like what you know as like unbreakable and shit like that. But then you're not able to be compromised. All right, I'm back, yo. Now, something else that I want to talk about real quick before I get out of here. Something else I want to talk about. Let me get comfortable real quick. I'm gonna talk about those things. You know, I'm a trigger. But very important stuff, though. To know and be aware of. See, one of the ways how you know where you're supposed to be is when you start offending everybody. That's when your energy is getting stronger. And when people start going out their ways to try to like attack you or lower your spirit and stuff, that's one of the easiest ways how you know. What is peace, power, abundance, clout. I hope you're neuromelanated, and if you're not, same thing with Jamal. You said somebody thinks I'm an owl. Would you believe me if I told you that I am an owl? You feel me? No, I'm just the son in the flesh, bro. Yeah, I'm powerful. I'm powerful in the cosmos, but I'm just a neuromelanated being, bro. I'm just I'm just organic being that comes from the black woman, bro. You know, remembering who he is. That's it. You know what I mean? That's pretty much it. Um, Holy crap! I was thinking about Pina. I was thinking about the same thing. But you know what I noticed though? You know what I noticed though? I'm gonna save it. I'm gonna speak for like I'm gonna wrap it up with y'all. I'm gonna say that for like later. So I'm gonna chop it up with y'all. I'll rap with y'all a little bit. People like so I'm gonna give y'all a little bit of that energy real quick. Like people like Pina and Jamo and stuff, and even Clout. Like all y'all three people that just did that, right? How low do y'all feel? Cause y'all realize y'all on my live, right? Y'all on my shit. That's like you coming in my house to try to break me down at my house, but you don't want to leave my house. But you have a choice to leave my house. That's like mental illness. You know what I mean? Does it really make y'all that mad off of so much love that I get from everybody else and how often y'all try to stop and my subscribers go up? It makes y'all mad? Is that what it is? You know what I'm saying? I feel you, you know, but I'm gonna let y'all know, like, you know, y'all can't break my spirit. Um, it doesn't come from money and shit like that, y'all. Unless you could change my genetic makeup, you saying any words or saying anything to try to harm me or anything, it's not gonna slow me down in whatever information I'm trying to give out to the world, nor is it gonna make me feel low about myself. You know? It's impossible. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, like I said, the spies, you know what I'm saying? The people that's with those peoples, like any of y'all, you know what I'm saying? For real, I really wish y'all well. You know what I'm saying? And trust me, y'all gonna get like, if you might not realize why you're so connected to me right now, of trying to bring me down, like you might not realize why you got so much energy towards that, but in a short period of time, and as my anatomy switches all the way over, you're gonna know why. You know, it's gonna make perfect sense to you why you were so attached to me. You know, like for real. And that's all I got to tell y'all. You heard me? I love y'all from the bottom of my heart. From the bottom of my lower heart, you see? I love y'all. You feel me? RoBs Inferno, you already know. You already know, you know? I love when y'all talk about me. You know what I'm saying? One of the things that I feel like this is maturity for me, right? And this goes for me even music based. I feel like a lot of people until they mature a certain age, they don't realize this, right? Like, especially when it comes to this 3D tip, right? Whether people are talking about you good or bad, that's still attention, right? Actually, the people, and this might sound wrong, but I'm just being straight up. The people that are talking about you negative are more necessary that they're present than the people even that's talking about you good. You get what I'm saying? And I'm saying that from a standpoint of it being more negativity in the world. But that shift is changing right now. But with it being more negative people in the world, it's like you're almost not at the place where you need to be if you're not irritating those demons in people. You get what I'm saying? Because you're not doing enough for your position and your purpose, your intent. That's how you'll know you're not. You feel me? Like if you don't have that. For the longest, I didn't have that, but I have that now, though. You know what I'm saying? And I'm very, very grateful of it. So, like, I'm not even trying to be funny or be sarcastic or anything. Like, I'm really grateful for y'all that hate on me. You know what I'm saying? Regardless if you people I kicked out of my life, that's the only way y'all can try to affect me is try to say something negative to me on here or whatever. Like, all love y'all way, but I'm grateful for y'all, though. You know what I'm saying? That's true if I'm giving you reactions. Like I told you, I got this message is going out when I'm done with this live. I just came on here just to break down about, you know, talk professionally and stuff, and I gave out the message. regardless of anything I talk about now, I can talk about that. But everybody else that sees the views of this video when I put it out, they're gonna watch the whole thing, and it's not the other way around. All the real stuff I'm talking about in the beginning, I could see if I argue with y'all for another 30 minutes and people didn't get to that. When I first started talking this video, before I even read any comments or anything, I gave out all the message of what I was trying to say about specifically why I started the live. So yeah, I mean, it's all good. That's why I said I can rap with y'all a little bit. More than 12:32. The day's almost over. I'm about to go see my baby in a little bit. I'm not even gonna lie. I gotta go see my Lord Scorpy. My Lord Scorpy. I'm about to send this paperwork back to this lady because I finished the summons my baby mother that cold. What's so crazy is when I was seeing the papers and stuff in one of my last court dates and how they was like trying to hide her address. I'm like, I know you. I'm gonna look that up. I'm wondering if anybody else, if they ever had like private investigators and stuff, and within the court case, if they was trying to like hide information that they already know. That, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, how do you? Mm-hmm. But I'm about to handle this, so I'm about to send this over to her real quick and make this call and stuff. So I'm gonna get at y'all, man. This is a viewpoints of RoBs Inferno while the burn's low. Shout out to all my guys and goddesses. I'm still alive. This shit is shutting down. We're gonna wait for more of which what I know is gonna happen to happen. More to come out about who we are. It's not a fight. It's not a war. It's just the radiation clearing all that's false and that's unnatural. You feel me? Y'all enjoy the rest of y'all day for real. You already know what the fuck it is, man.